Peace and love, y'all. I hope everybody is doing good. We have a crow call. Pay attention to the spirit animals that appear on your path, okay? Pay attention to repeat sightings of spirit animals. Your spirit animal, or what you would call a spirit totem, the animal guide that walks with you, is trying to tell you something, okay? You guys decided to get deeper into what your spiritual gifts are, developing your spiritual gifts, seeking spiritual teachers, seeking some sort of healing, and looking further into your native, indigenous, spiritual traditions. Not to be confused with modern day society religion, okay? Some of you are steering away from religion and being more spiritual, just general. You don't necessarily want to stay in a particular practice. You want to be more fluid, and that's perfectly fine. Okay, you guys are being guided at this time to elevate, to fly higher, to heighten your awareness, to heighten your frequency. Um, and in doing so, you're going to see different spirit animal totems. Does that mean that you will stop seeing the crow? No, it doesn't mean that you'll stop seeing the crow. No, it doesn't mean that you will stop hearing the crow's call. It means that you've walked long enough with the crow and its medicine, and now there's a different bird, a different spirit animal, a spirit totem that wants to appear in your path to guide you, to help you navigate to higher frequencies, to help you find that soul tribe you've been yearning, seeking for, and reaching out for, right? And so some of you guys could have been seeing hawks, okay, in the sky. Others of you could have been seeing crows as of lately. Some of you guys could have been a combination. Um, some of you guys, it might not be a hawk, it may be a vulture, okay? And so the vulture family, specifically when it comes to your spirit animals, is significant in regards to the delivery. For those of you that find feathers or you feel guided to purchase feathers and things of that nature, I need you to grab them. I need you to meditate with them. I need you to just hold them and think. If you're thinking of a problem and you're trying to solve a solution, then you just grab it and twirl it around. And this is actually supposed to enhance your intuition, especially if they gift it to you. What does it mean to be gifted a feather? You will find it upon your path without wanting to. It's just there, free for you to grab. Okay. And that also means that you are aligning yourself to a certain frequency, as well as, different birds resemble different things in regards to spiritual healing practices and things of that nature. Okay. So that being said, let's see first what your energy check-in is. I just lit some Palo Santo. Some of you guys are thinking about putting your altars back up. Okay, you should put your altars back up. Remember, just put what you feel guided to put on your altar if you have an altar, or a sacred space. What is a sacred space? A sacred space is for meditating, for channeling messages, for praying, for talking to your ancestors, things that will help you to become a better person. Okay. In your lifestyle, spiritually, mentally, emotionally, whatever that is, you have to have that particular space. And that's the space that you can do all those things. Okay. All right, let's see. And of course, that's where you will have your prayer candles and things of that nature, right? Okay, let's see what's going on here. Let's tap in and show me what's going on with the Crowllies. I only welcome those who walk with us, high vibrational, and are for our healing path. May we ask for helpers in the spiritual side that will find their way to us and guide us in the most beautiful ways possible. This space reflects divine timing, spiritual protection, and alignment. Anything that goes against that is null, void, and canceled and must leave. Aisha. All right, let's see what's going on here. Show me the Crowllies energy. Thank you. Okay. Okay, so little chime bell for you guys. You guys need to start working on meditation, okay? Energy insight here for your sacral chakra. I believe I talked about the sacral chakra for you guys a few videos back ago. Okay, we have an energy vampire here. Crystal healing is one of the healing modalities that you have to add in your spiritual regimen, okay? Yeah, you're going to have some sort of clarity here. There's time for you to reflect about something. Reflection needed in regards to what is draining you at this time. There is a reality check in regards to whatever has you comparing and contrasting is actually suppressing your energy in your sacral chakra and not allowing you to move. Please become self-aware. Look at yourself in the mirror and try to elevate your experience. Okay, how do you do that? Focus on your success and your happiness. Do not compare yourself to anyone else, my love. Head up high, okay? So there's issues here. So there's an energy insight in regards to the sacral chakra. There is stagnation. So that means that you will have stagnation in regards to how quickly you do things, how quickly you follow through with things. So beware of an energy drain that will cause you to second guess yourself, that will cause you to, let's say, belittle the ideas, the things that you are creating, the projects that you are following through with, basically the things that you're navigating through right now, whatever that would be in the creative sector, okay, for you. Make sure that you continue to follow through. There is some sort of emotional movement there that's creating that suppression and that stagnation. That is where you will find the energy vampire. Okay, so anyone that feeds any type of suppression in regards to how quickly you should do something, if you should follow through with something, if something's a good idea, if they end up making you feel like you have to start comparing your work with someone else's or classify your work under someone else's, basically minimizing your creativity, minimizing your plans, minimizing your goals, making you second guess yourself. Okay, this will lean into procrastination and doubt. Okay, and maybe a little bit of insecurity. All right, so that's where that's coming from. That is actually being I don't want to call that a projection. I feel like this is more so because we're talking about attachment here. So there's an energy vampire that's trying to attach their lifestyle, their narrative. Like, you know how like you hang around with certain people and then they just automatically think that everything that you went through, they went through too. Like, oh yeah, you know, I went through that already. So like I know exactly what you're talking about, but like everybody has their own story, right? And so I feel like be careful with people that like to attach themselves to your big creativity, like your big projects, right? Like the next big thing that you're doing, like, oh my God, I got this event and I get to, let's say, for example, I get to speak in front of all these people and show them, you know, my talent or show them my new product or whatever that may be, right? And then this person wants to also tag along and also get the same opportunity as you. There's like some sort of attachment. And then like when something happens, there's like a compare and contrast, like, well, I'm not like you, but then you're also trying to do the same thing that I am in. So you're being guided to move away from energy vampires like this. The ones that would like to mirror, we have the mirror. This is the mirror energy vampire, okay? I love the fact that I created these cards because now we could be able to be real with ourselves and we can label people for who the fuck they are. And we can stop making the same mistakes on top of the fact that we can now read our own energy and we don't have to depend on getting a reading every fucking week, every month. You know what I'm saying? You shouldn't be so reliant on readings. right? That's the reason why I created this deck. That's the reason why I try to switch up the style and how I deliver the messages for you guys. So that way you'll be able to be like, oh my gosh, I can definitely identify who that energy vampire. I can definitely identify, the person that's been draining me. I can definitely, oh my gosh, I know exactly who that is. Now I know later on what that would feel like energetically if I have someone like that, but they may be different. Okay. That's the whole purpose of this, okay? And so crystal healing is going to help you combat that type of energy vampire that they like to do, like the mirror thing. So this is like where you get into relationships, and this doesn't have to be intimate, just in general, okay? You get into relationships and partnerships where people show you exactly what you want to see. They show you exactly what you want to be, but they're not that. They're a copycat. They're an imitator. They're someone that um how do I say this? A beautiful example. You know how you're driving on the road and then you have those people that ride your ass and suck your fumes, and then they blow right past you, but you literally just drained some of my gas because that's how close you were. You were sucking all my fumes. So there's something about someone utilizing your momentum, utilizing your gifts, utilizing your power, utilizing your blessings, utilizing something that you bring into the table to be able to get enough energy to then zap right by you. Okay. So in order to combat that, you need to be able to have some sort of crystals. Okay. We'll get definitely into that. That's going to help you to keep you have a clear level headed head. Okay. I'm also seeing this energy of like jealousy, about the jealousy. Jealousy is a compass. All right. Don't get like triggered and stuff like that when you start hearing, oh, evil eye, oh, gossip, oh, they're speaking on your name again, oh, they're doing all the drama stuff, right? No, 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 that's a compass that lets you know, kind of like when you try to go hotel booking or house shopping and things of that nature, or apartment hunting. You want to make sure what neighborhoods not to go to. Right. This is a compass. The jealousy, the evil eye, the negativity, the lower vibrational BS that you're trying to escape from. Right. This is the compass. So the jealousy, use the jealousy as a compass. What you envy is pointing towards your growth path. Okay. So the envious people that are actually trying to keep you suppressed in stagnation and things of that nature, oh, they hate that thing that you do. That is the money stack thing. Okay. They hate that project that they hate that new idea or that new product line, or, oh my gosh, you're always talking about this. It's so annoying. That thing is going to make you fucking famous. That thing is going to make you rich. That thing is going to make you known in amazing places that you need to. That thing is going to take you to your spirit tribe. But those people try to keep you second guessing yourself. And you are worth more. You are worthy of more. Okay. So that comparing thing is actually coming from energetic vampires that you need to identify. What happens is that they're showing me that it closes up your heart center. So you tend to like feel the need energetically to close yourself off around people like this. And closing yourself off emotionally would be not opening up emotionally, not sharing things that could be really important in regards to communication or boundaries, not sharing things in regards to accomplishments and happy things, you get what I'm saying? Or success, because you feel that it will not be respected. It will not be seen, it will not be heard, it will not be validated, right? And if it is seen, it will be seen through the lens of jealousy. It will lead to some sort of jealousy trigger, right? To someone. And so you end up closing your heart center. And when you close your heart center, the energy vampire wins. The energy vampire wins. Okay. And so you have to navigate. So there's some sort of crystal here that's going to help you. Okay, that's a close book on that. There's some sort of crystal that's going to help you, that perhaps your spirit team, your Your spirit animals are trying to get you to see whatever it is. It's going to be like, maybe it's like a mirror crystal, maybe it's a crystal. What is a crystal that's a mirror? I'm thinking like maybe black obsidian is good. um Black tourmaline, amethyst is good too, especially like to keep you clear headed with your third eye and keeping it clear. um it might be something else. You might be gravitating to something else. We have earth element energies here for you guys. So pay attention. There's more natural elements. So that you guys have earth spirits that walk with you. And so pay attention to the earth spirits and where they direct you to. Okay? Because they're trying to shift you towards a crystal. I'm not sure if it's a crystal amulet, a crystal shop, a crystal store, a crystal bracelet, crystal healing itself. So maybe a crystal healing session. That perhaps will be like a Reiki healing with specific crystals. Okay. And it's going to help you emotionally balance and heal whatever this energy vampire has tainted. Let me get some more information on like what's going on there with that particular energy vampire. And then we'll get into your gifts, okay? So clarify what's going on here. The energy vampire that's draining, some sort of attachment. Clarify the draining part. Thank you. And that's leaning on the feather, okay? So they want you to elevate higher because something is draining you. And then we have the 8. What do we have here? The 8 of Cups. So that way you can emotionally detach. You need to emotionally detach from this energy vampire. That means that you have emotional ties with this energy vampire. This energy vampire can get you very emotional. It's draining you. There's something about patience. You try to do something very quickly. You need to have patience. Some of you guys, I heard that this energy vampire is utilizing your abandonment wounds. So there's something here that you need to reflect in regards to the comparison. There's an abandonment wound here that you have, that you get into this comparison thing in your head. And there's a particular, maybe there's crystals that can help with abandonment or an emotional balancer. So that will be like a rose quartz. A clear quartz will clear out any chakras. Any sacral chakra and heart chakra stones can benefit. There's something in regards to a withdrawal with the draining and the withdrawal. It's like wherever you're navigating to next, wherever you're walking to next, I'm seeing like you've already made up your mind though. Emotionally, you've already made up your mind. You already know exactly what you want. But this energy vampire is like making you second guess yourself. Like, are you sure you're going to go to this place? Are you sure that you're going to do this project? Are you sure you're going to do it with this person? Are you sure this person's are you sure that it's going to work out like that? Like, it's like this person's asking these questions as you're already going in that direction to try to make you to slow down perhaps, or perhaps to like detour you. Okay. So you need to walk away from this energy vampire. Leave them behind. They're not supposed to go with you. Anything else here? So tell us about how they're draining them. A little bit more about the draining. Oh, that's exactly how they are draining you. With the stop and go and stop and go and stop and go. That's draining you. You need to just go. All right, that makes sense. Clarify that attachment. What are they attached to exactly in regards to them? What keeps this energy vampire around? What keeps this energy vampire around? Okay. The Seven of Pentacles. It's something that you have accumulated. So maybe it could be the amount of time that you guys have known each other, the amount of the access that they can have of something. You have a lot of something. And it could be worth a lot. You have a lot of value. Maybe it's more valuable to keep you around than to not have you around. This is like I'd rather have it than need it than not need than how do we say it? I'd rather have it than need it and not have it. But this they're thinking about you. The Seven of Pentacles here. But with the energy vampire, we're knowing that this is draining you. Okay. And so this is how they're thinking of you. They think of you like money bags. Okay. They think of you like meal ticket. They think of you like access in. There's something there long term. They feel like they put too much energy into draining you and too much energy or time and or too much investment into something with you, this energy vampire. And they may frustrate you. They may frustrate you more. You yourself may have put a lot of energy into trying to get away from this energy as well. You may need to look at the bigger picture. Maybe that's what they're looking at. Maybe it's not, because some of you guys are like, oh, I don't have a lot right now. Or, I'm just kicking something off the ground, right? Or like that manifestation didn't fully develop all the way, right? And so, but I'm hearing that this person, this energy vampire, they know what the bigger picture is going to look like. They know it, not just because you're telling them or because you may have told them, because some of you haven't even told this person. It's because it's almost like they could smell it on you. They could feel it on you. They just already know it's going to happen. They just don't know when. And so they just want to linger around you. Okay. And so like they know that everything that you do always comes with some sort of reward. It always comes with some sort of accomplishment or success, even though they try to sit there and make you second guess yourself. Okay. Because remember, this is a mirror. They're mirroring to you how they truly feel about themselves and how they truly feel about what they are capable of doing. They're not necessarily mirroring to you how you feel about yourself. You're mirroring to them that they're capable of doing these things themselves if they just apply themselves. However, the energy vampire would rather coat bribe and get there. Like this is like, let me bum a ride and not give you gas money and go to the same location that you're going to, right? Okay, so tell them about their spiritual gifts now. Because I feel like I gave you clarity on that energy vampire already. Their spiritual gifts. Oh, thank you. The Knight of Cups. All right, very intuitive. What is going on with the Eight of Cups and the Judgment? So your spiritual gifts has a lot to do with a lot of the things that you are actually walking away from. You are actually going to be able to, once you fully detach yourself from the energy vampire, you're going to be able to warn other people when someone's an energy vampire. You're going to be able to say, hey, that person's a romanticizer, that person's they just emotionally cap, that person, that's just a facade, that person's a player. Or you're going to be able to see when someone's trying to sweeten you up emotionally, when in fact they want something else further than what you're, prepared to offer. Okay. You're going to be able to see this off of any offer. This is not just romantic. Intuitively, I can also see that you guys are people that draw a lot of attraction, like charisma, beauty, glamour, charm, something about you in the creative, like it comes off very like a rich chocolate, right? It's like it may be tart or something like that, but then it lingers. There's something about your energy lingers spiritually, or your gift. It's like you could even still pick up Like you could be able to pick up how someone felt a month ago. You'll be able to pick up um if some what the last relationship that somebody had, and uh the the type of lover someone is, the type of um I'm also seeing like the type of spiritual person someone is, or the type of spiritual identity someone has, someone categorizes as. Okay, it's almost like you're going to be able to have better judgments spiritually. Like you're going to be able to say, okay, that's a knight in shining armor. That's somebody that's going to actually help, versus that's someone that's saying that they're going to help, but in reality, they're just going to waste my time. There's some sort of gifts, physical gifts even, that you're going to get and receive. Okay, let's see what else. Tell me about their spiritual gifts that they're developing right now. What are the spiritual gifts that they're developing right now? We have the Page of Wands. Something's coming in fast. This is new. This is something new. So new ideas are developing, new projects, new discoveries. You're going to be finding things. This is because of your gift. So you have the gift of being able to find something at the right time. Okay. So it's like you'll go to a store, you'll go to the same store that I might go to. Okay. And you'll be able to find something that me and you will be looking at the same side of the store, but you'll be able to see something that I won't. Okay. There's something that like you have this eye for something, right? You have the desire, the drive, the passion, the motivation, the idea, the spark, um, the energy source. Have this thing to be able to wield it into existence. Okay. So for you, it's not that you just have the potential of it, it's that you have the good idea, you have the good plan, and you're going to have the resources to follow it through. The only thing is experienced. It may be the it may be you might be the first to you might be the first to pave the path. You might be the first in your family. Um, you might be the to do it. Whatever this is, you're the one, you're the explorer. Okay, this is your spiritual gift is like you're the one that explores everything before you tell everybody about it. Like, oh, I found this, I found that, and this is what happened when I did it. This is what happened when I used it. This, and then you tell other people about it, or you create the idea, you create the brand that everybody then starts utilizing all the time, right? You create the app, you create the thing that everybody now uses as a tool, right? You are someone that's free spirited. And so, again, with the energy vampire thing, I can see that that is why you have been tested in karmic loops. Okay. With energy vampires like that. So, and again, you suffer from like your spiritual taboo would be you blaming yourself. Oh, why did I let that happen to me again? Or why didn't I see this? Why didn't I see that? When in fact, that these lessons were just teaching you how to actually utilize your gifts. It had nothing to do with you were a bad person, you hurt somebody, you deserved it. None of that shit. Okay. In reality, you're just learning how to use your gifts through the experiences of different relationships with different people in your path. And based off of how fucking triggered they are and how traumatized they are, that's how they're going to treat you. That it's just life. Okay. That being said, you guys, you're the free spirited ones. So the energy vampires that will try to attach themselves to you, drain you, mirror you, intimidate you, try to dominate you, and things of that nature, right? Whether they come in spirit or in flesh, okay? These energy vampires are pissed that you're free spirited. You're a free spirit. You got free will. They don't. They feel that they lack the free will. They feel that they lack the capacity. They feel that they lack the inspiration. They feel that they lack the dedication, the time, the ideas, the IQ level that you have. For some reason, they feel that they don't have that. And so instead of them trying to ask, hey, how do you do that? And actually following through and learning it, they then drain all of your resources, all of your ideas, all of your time. Okay. So you got to figure out which one is this energy vampire. Are they draining all of your time and you're procrastinating and not getting shit done? Are they draining your ideas? You have all of these ideas, but nothing is getting off of the ground. You're not doing anything. You're not investing anything. You're not following through with those ideas. Okay. Or are they navigating you to the other direction, to the sides of the parts of the spiritual hood that you don't want to be on? Okay. With all the spiritual chaos and dangers and illusions and psychic attacks and all that other kind of crazy shit. Okay. You got to figure it out. Some of you guys, you've probably been attacked by each and every one of those, many in many different rotation paths. Okay, so that being said, this is what you're emotionally moving forward from, and this is the spiritual gift that you are now developing. You're developing being able to spot it and not stand in the corner and hang out with it. You'd be like, oh, I see that. Let me bang this left. Let me not go there. Actually, let me U-turn and go back another block or so because I don't want to go nowhere near that. You get what I'm saying? It's like, so that way you can have excitement for life again. Because you have the freedom to not stay attached to people like that. One more for that spiritual gift and what they can do in a time being. This will be your homework, okay? What can they do in the time being to enhance that gift? What can they do in the time being to enhance that gift? Thank you. Ooh, the devil card. Ooh, baby. You need a personal reading. Each and every one of you need a book, a personal reading. Figure out your spiritual taboos for this gift. Figure out your spiritual taboo for this gift so that way you will stop attracting this type of energy. The devil card lets me know that this is something that you choose, but it's like a bad habit. Okay, you could choose to hang out in a certain environment. You can choose to welcome in certain energies. Sometimes it could be a particular type of relationship that you keep attracting. Maybe it's a particular type of masculine or a type of feminine that you're attracting. There's something there with a combination of crystal healing, some reflection. On reflection, we talked about journaling, right? So reflection on what's keeping you stagnant. So let's reality check. What's keeping us stagnant? Let's meditate on it. Let's journal about it. Self-awareness. Are we doing this to ourselves? Or is it a combination of something that we're doing to ourselves on top of everything else that's piling on top of us, right? Maybe other people may just be energy, okay? Do I need to cleanse? Do I need to clear my space? Do I need to organize? How do I organize my thoughts? How do I make sure my plans move forward? How do I not get in my way? Okay. How do I emotionally detach from these energy vampires so that I no longer am drained and they are no longer attached to my spiritual energy nor my physical life? Okay. Remember, ground yourself. You are worth more. You are worthy of more. This next path that you are actually on right now and that you're moving through and moving towards, this next point, jealousy and envy, is the compass navigator. So that way you emotionally detach and get the fuck away out of Dodge. Okay. The reality check is stop closing your heart, open your heart, keep your heart open, just emotionally detach from those that are not worthy of your love. Okay. That's pretty much it, you guys. Remember, really meditate with your shadow self, do shadow self questions, figure out what is your attachment style, what is your destructive behavior. Do you battle with materialism or lack of things? Is it instant gratification? Is it a thirst for toxicity? Okay, because sometimes we have that, right? And how do we invite that in our lives so that way we can have boundaries? Okay. Because sometimes it could just be music. It could just be music that we listen to, and we kind of need to take a little break and kind of recenter ourselves and be like, hey, that's not the lifestyle that I'm trying to attract. So let me listen to something different, right? Let me switch up the words. Let me create my own lyrics, right? and break free from that codependency, because right now, like, what they're saying to me is that you guys are slowly being able to realize that people are actually dependent off of you. That's what they're mirroring to you. You've sat there and mistaken over and over again, that you were the codependent one, that you needed help. You always needed help, but you didn't know how to ask for help. No, baby, they all needed your help. They all need you. And you need to get away so that way you can get all your blessings back. All right? Peace.